So we're just starting game 1 now. Seohyun is queued up as Jade Druid, and Zapgaze is queued up as Big Mage. So Zapgaze can find his Skulking Geist, he'll be heavily favored. If not, it'll be interesting to see how the Jade ramp goes. Seohyun's likely to slam down both idols if he gets the chance. And he has one in hand now, so that's pretty good for him. There's no point in shuffling in this matchup. You just want to get those laid down right away.
Woven.
And he plays that, which I think is a little questionable. It's one of your main sources for healing or armor, and you don't need to fight board presence this early. Zapgaze is able to draw cards, and Seohyun's going to be ramping.
The land serves me.
This looks a lot better for Seohyun than it does Zapgaze. He has ramp, but he can get up to UI. He also has Jades, and Zapgaze doesn't have Frosted Shayna, Alexstrasza, Medivh, or Skulking Geist, so that's pretty rough for. And he dirty wrapped the best minion possible in his hand there, so. And he picks up Frostlight Jaina there, that'll be good in a few turns. And he's going to dirty wrap the Coon, which is a bit of a punish. I feel like just randomly dirty ratting without getting a good read on the hands is pretty good. And he'll just nourish up to 9 mana, hopefully here. We'll have 4 mana left over, so we can play Branching Pass if he wants. Or he can just hold off and wait for UI next turn and see what that does. Picked up for Seohyun, so a really good way for him to armor up or be the aggressor here, and we're just going to say immediate, which clears the board. But 2 UIs in hand plus Jade Idol, he'll probably slam the other Jade Idol down knowing that Jaina's in deck, or not Jaina, sorry, Geist is in deck, and Zapgaze has been drawing repeatedly, which means if he doesn't have these going to find it soon. You see a Firelands portal, and we get a big game hunter out of that, which isn't the best. You usually want something with a bit better stats or Death Rattle, but I think he's taking whatever he can get here. He's not in the best position when he's supposed to be favored. He's saving coin for Jaina for next turn, which will allow him to stabilize a bit, but without Aya Blackpaw, Medivh, Behemoth, Malfurion, and UI in hand, like, this looks very bad for Zapgaze here.
I wonder.
Time waits for no one.
A game? So kind of you to join me.
So he's gonna attack with the big game hunter using the weapon to take it out. And this is just gonna allow him to point out Jaina, most likely.
Job's done.
Do not fear power. Fear those who wield it.
He has several different cards he could play now. He could drop more Jades. He could play UI, which just to get the 10 mana minion and a few cards, but he'll mill a few doing that. He also has the option to play Malfurion down.
What to do?
Time waits for no one.
He plays the UI, draws a few cards, burns a few, but more importantly, he gets the 10 mana minion, the Faceless Behemoth there. With double polymorph in hand, it looks decent for Zapgaze. He's able to polymorph and ping a minion if he wants, play a secret, but he doesn't look like he's in the best space just because of how low he is on health. We're gonna see a polymorph here. What's really strong is both those Jasper armor idols there. With Malfurion and Hero Power, they can be maxed out within one turn, which is pretty strong.
Full.
So it's hovering Malfurion now. I think it'd be a good idea to play it.
The circle of life is over.
With the medieval weapon, he's able to cross the ice monster. Just for its lock, but it pretty much looks pointless at this point. By playing Archaeologist first, he would have guaranteed a board clear there, but instead he wanted to preserve the minion. So that was a wee bit of a misplay, but at this point it's already over. So Seohyun's going to go up 1-0. He doesn't have a lethal this turn,
Tangled
but
web.
with the threats he's able to make, plus removing the 3/6 without damaging it. Let's see. He'll probably just drop Aya, plus Idol, and Jasper's
Golems are a girl's best friend.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
So he has to play Archaeologist for block, or yeah. Alex just he dies if he plays Alex. Issue is he can get blocked, but that's just delaying by a turn,
I
and that doesn't
must
do much.
decide.
An incredible discovery!
He block, and now he's just gonna pull him. He gets proc next turn. Issue is Malfurion can keep procking him each turn, so unless he heals up with Alex or Elementals via Jaina, he's just not going to be able to win.
I can see.
So here he has no way to, yeah, he just concedes. So game 1 goes to Seohyun.
The light shall bring victory.
Alone give me strength.
So in the game 2 now, it's a Raza Priest mirror from what it looks like, and Seohyun has Shadow Reaper Anduin in hand, and Zapgaze does not, which is a big card in this matchup.
I hope you like
Basically,
my
whoever
invention.
can draw first does better, and Curious Glimmer, it's really good for Seohyun, because he could find a Raza or a second Anduin. All the cards in the deck are good to get. You probably run one, so getting an extra one is pretty good. We're gonna see what happens here. You unfortunately can't see what he's choosing, but... And he gets a Shadow Visions, which is really good. He can get an extra Mind Blast off that, or extra removal. Just anything he really needs in this situation.
Blessed be this funnel cake.
Here we just see Seohyun going for a big board presence. Doesn't really look good for Zapgaze. He can mask the spell here, silencing the Priest of the Feast, but that's not its purpose. The Priest isn't here to heal right now, it's just here to hit him a few times in the face. With no strong plays here, I can see him just dropping his Arcanine Soul Priest, taking out his opponents, but Zapgaze has Dragonfire in hand,
I must consider.
which is a really strong card for him, but so he's gonna go Shadow Visions here. Power World Shield's a really good card. Get luck minion up there, and he gets to draw more. The more whoever draws the most wins the matchup, so we see Circle of Healing. So he still has Arcanine in hand, which means he does have AoE. 0 mana cards are great just for using it and handling the first and down. But here we're gonna see Binding Heal's pretty strong. You can Binding Heal decrease if you want to, but it looks like he's just going and getting the board back. Seems like a strong, reasonable play. Pyro picked up for Seohyun, and it doesn't look like he has that many strong plays this turn. He's just going to drop Ghost. thins out both players' hands, and really thins out Zapgaze's hands, so. Right now, Zapgaze doesn't look like he has many options. I think he has to mass the spell here. Or he's gonna go for Dragon Fire. Not necessarily to draw cards sooner the better, and
Embrace the void.
now we just see Akanai come down. He's gonna ping him in the face. The looks of it right now, Seohyun looks pretty good. He's gonna be able to drop Anduin and just keep hitting him in the face. Yeah, here we have to mass the spell. And Thalmos gets picked up. But... and he's gonna clear it now. And Kazakus is picked up, which is a really big draw.
The light has betrayed me.
King Kazakus for 5 next turn. Get 2 draw, deal 5, something like that, but... or Glimmerer 2 agent. You can find out a bunch of cards. He's definitely going to play Kazakus for 5. He'll probably take deal 5. And he doesn't get the draw, which is really rough. Only 4 cards in hand, he wants the draw, and doesn't find it. He'll probably take armor. I guess if we can hover over it. Oh. And right now we're just having to be technical. There we go. And if we could just hover over the potion to see what it was. It was he definitely gained armor from it. I'm not sure what the ladder was, but armor and I think deal 5. And he picks up Soul Priest for shuffle. So Glimmerer here is going to be a big card for him. And he's able to find Velen, which is very strong. 2 Velens is better than 1. And right now, we don't see an answer for it in his hand. Oh! Never mind, we have an answer. So this turn, depending on the draw, that's Zapgaze can play Soul Priest, Acolyte, and then ping his own Acolyte. Yeah. Seems like the reasonable thing to do. He doesn't have many cards. He doesn't have Raza or Anduin, and that is not what he wants either. Both players looking to draw more, trying to find their Raza and Anduin for Zapgaze's case, but deal 5, draw 2 seems pretty good for Seohyun here. And we'll see what he picked up. Deal 5 and Poly. It's a good play. Nullifying the draw from Zapgaze's perspective. And that is not what you want to see. There's no chances to draw. There's nothing good for him to do here. He can get rid of the Kazakus, but it's not really great. The best target for that is Soul Priest and Priest, which are gone, so I guess he could throw it out there, but he's just too reactive right now, and it's not his fault. He's just not drawing his cards. The sculpting is really hit him. Here we see Seohyun go off with Lyra. Trying to find more draw cards. Let's see what minion he gets.
Not a morning person.
I don't think that's what he wanted, but you can silence the Lyra up, but it's still a 3/5.
You wish to live forever?
And he just throws the Talon Priest out to contest the board, but with Pain in hand, I think he's just gonna ping. He should just go face. He doesn't really care about the 3/4 something.
I hope you like my invention.
You see him trading in the Master there. I think that's what the card's called. I actually haven't really seen that. There's no card that really summons a random 3 mana minion. So. We really see him hitting face and Psychic Scream, and that's not really worth it. He's just getting dead draws, and there's nothing you can do about it. And we're gonna see him get a 5/5 minion from his deck, and then an Acolyte, which is huge. He's just looking for Raza. He knows his opponent doesn't have either right now, so he can just keep trying. And Novice is a good pickup.
I hope you like my invention.
Novice in the Anduin would deal with the Acolyte really well. And that doesn't do it for him, but he can heal up an opposing minion to draw a card. That works out pretty well for him. And there we see Raza, which is basically... You might have lethal. To be fair, he's probably already done it in his head, so... And never mind. There's game 2 to Seohyun. It's 2-0. Hopefully he doesn't get reverse sweat with Tempo Road, like so many people do that BlizzCon, or not BlizzCon, World Championships this year, like Dogpone, Kalento. They're going straight into it.
Knowledge is power.
Zapgaze queuing up his Big Mage, which is his best matchup out of the 3 decks, so he's got to get a win, and Seohyun draws patches, so I'm sure he's ecstatic about that. Just gonna draw play Swashbuckler, and I can't make up the card. Alright.
Job's done.
You just see Dagger up, and he's gonna remove the familiar Raven on the board. That's a pretty weak start from both of them. Usually from Zapgaze's point, you want to have a Archaeologist in hand, and Seohyun drawing patches. No real tempo with this play, and plays AI there.
Trust the pirate's code.
Here we just see him developing pirates, able to charge, and you see a dirty rat, which could hit Karen or patches, and it hits patches because, you know, that's how shit works. I'm sure Seohyun's pretty frustrated about that one, but he has several ways to get rid of the rat, and I'm not sure how he's going to trade in. He has Shadow Steps along with SI7s that he could play, but it doesn't look that good.
I wonder.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
So we see him develop the Serenite Chain Gang there on the board. And just hitting face, which is really strong. So we're going to see a Dragon's Fury for sure this turn, I believe.
Job's done. Take heart. The Earth Mother lives.
Here we see a polymorph on the minion. I can't really make that in, but I think it was Karen, just because what he had in hand. And now from Seohyun's perspective, it doesn't look like he has much going for him, especially with the Big Mage having all his removal now. Yeah, so that's pretty much a game with Shadow Step and Backstab in hand. I don't really see him doing much there. Double Shadow Step, that is not what he wants to see. I guess his out is Leroy Shadow Stepping a few times, but the other Arcane Intercessor pickup with all the 7 mana from his hands, it just does not look good. And that is not what he wants. You can't get the combo effect, which is the only good part about that card.
I ain't talking.
And that's pretty much game. Sure, we'll see Seohyun either concede in the next few turns or just, yeah. So it is 2-1 now for Seohyun. Zapgaze is getting the reverse sweep. So we see the Rogue Mirror match here.
Escape my fury. Watch your back.
And Zapgaze has Keliseth in hand, which is pretty nice, along with Sonya's Shadow Dancer, but Patches is picked up, so the good and the bad in that. Seohyun doesn't have Keliseth, but he has very good hand, he has card draw,
Well
combo
played.
pieces, just everything looks pretty strong. You could coin out at size 7, you could play Fireflies wide on the board, he could dagger up the trade, he has several options he can use.
I wonder.
It's taking a while to think this out. Having the coin in hand is really good for Elven Mistral, being able to draw 2 cards. So you might not want to use that tempo piece now.
Quickly.
If he daggers up in trades, he just doesn't have anything on the board. I'm going to see SS7. Well, or Edwin. I say 4 mana. Or a 4/4, so it's a pretty good threat. But now Sonya gets dropped, and backstab.
Try your
Keliseth into Edwin, and then you see a little laugh from Seohyun there, realizing what happened.
Trust the pirate's code.
See Patches way down and trade into the Sonya. But with Keliseth again, and a Shadow, that is just overkill. You know, I'd like to see if he's actually going to go through the Shadow Step. And he's going to Shadow Step the 1/1 Keliseth, then Seohyun's just shaking his head in despair. That's the equivalent of 2 Shadow Steps on the Keliseth there. So everything he draws now is going to be buff. And with the Mimic Pod in hand, he guarantees himself draw.
think.
Ha, this guy's toast.
See the Keliseth being removed. Make sure you know that doesn't happen again in some weird way. And an 8/8 Bone Mare, that's something you don't see very often. See Mimic Pod, and then that was not the Mimic Pod he wanted. So we got 2 copies of an extremely bubble minion, and instead he gets 2/0 mana spell. Now, Corridor Creeper with Elven seems pretty strong, but just gonna,
How long can
you're
this
just gonna play Serenite, the wide board.
go on?
And I guess he's just gonna go big on the Edwin here, but
I'm in charge now.
I don't think going big on the Edwin helps. With the trigger next turn with Elven Mistral, you'll probably be able to get your 5 mana removal there. So they're flying.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
And in there, he picks it up the mouse once. So even with double Keliseth buffs, making everything massive, you can see how tempo is just so important in this matchup. Getting that board
Well
presence,
played.
it's so much better to have a wide board, and he's going to buff up the bone there, hit face, but trading in a minion, then playing, or trading in two of the minions, but backstab works. He's going to play Vile Spine, and that'll be 3-1 for Seohyun.
I give up.
So triple Keliseth doesn't pay off for Zapgaze.